Before I started this interview, I go into my members section. I go into my community, and I occasionally will say, hey, what do you think I should ask Akademiks in my next interview? And someone said, and I looked this up, did you accuse Biggie of being bisexual?
I didn't accuse him of being bisexual. I said that there is a possibility he could have been. We don't know. I mean, he's deceased. I'm not speaking ill of the dead, but I'm only putting two and two together. His DJ was homosexual or bisexual.
Wait, who?
DJ
Mister Cee? That wasn't his DJ.
Oh, what was it?
Mister Cee discovered Biggie
okay,
and brought him to Puffy.
Okay, well, hey, listen.
He was not his actual DJ.
Okay. Well,
I believe DJ Enough was his DJ.
Okay, thank you for putting me on game with that.
Yes.
But I'm just going by proximity. If you around 5 homosexuals, I'm thinking you might be the
Who else is gay? I mean, I guess maybe Puffy?
Diddy, you feel me? I'm like, yo. Then I'm looking at some of the lyrics, and I'm like, yo, you look so good, I want to suck on your daddy's penis. I'm like.
Daddy's dick. That's actually, that's a Richard Pryor line that he adopted. Richard Pryor actually said that in a comedy special.
Yeah, but Richard Pryor was gay too. So it's like,
bisexual,
you getting your inspiration from a gay man found you, and the other guy is having freak-offs with men. I'm just saying, like, in the midst of it, it might, again, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't say that to like make anybody feel like I'm trying to downplay his legacy or nothing like that. Even if he was gay, so what?
Yeah, so what?
I actually feel like it's sad that guys that may have been homosexual from that era had to act even more macho and couldn't just be honest about the shit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I was trying to tell people.
I feel like the most homophobic men are in the closet men.
Well, I think
I've always felt this way.
I think of yesteryear because it was so, like these days, bro, it's a come up to be gay.
I know, right? Look at Lil Nas X.
Yo.
Yeah, listen. But I will say this, because I remember I interviewed C. Gutta, right? And there was this line, I think in What's Beef. He said, don't you know my man C. Gutta kidnaps kids, fuck them in the ass, and throw them over the bridge? Right? That line, right?
That's Biggie.
That's Biggie.
Yeah.
Right? And I remember I talked to him about that line. And he said, yeah. He said, I said, what'd you think when you heard it? He said, when I heard that line, I'm like, what the fuck? You turned me into a gay child molester. And I was like, how'd you react? He said, I was furious.
The song What's Beef? Where he said, don't you know that my N-word gutter fucking kidnap kids, fuck them in the ass, throw them over the bridge? When you first heard that, and I know it's not true. I know it's not true. But when you first heard it and you knew how big of an album this was about to be, and did you hear it before it came out?
Yeah, hell yeah. I was in the studio.
Okay, so y'all in the studio.
Man, this nigga he ain't talked to me. I ain't talked to him for like 2 weeks. Like we stayed in the same crib and we would like do everything, the same thing together, but I just wasn't speaking to him. Like it was just like, it's crazy. It's like, all right, if you got a brother and you in the house with your brother, y'all got to do everything together every day. Y'all got to get on the bus together. Y'all got to go to school together. But y'all got beef. So y'all not talking every day, but you in the car with him every day. We eating every day. You know, we still doing everything every day, but I'm just not speaking because I was so tired. Like, yo, bro, you gonna have dudes thinking I'm a pedophile, first of all. I just came home from jail. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I already know where dudes' minds will go. Cause if you throw something in the air, just like when I pointed out with the Pac thing, if once he said something and then Big made that song, everybody automatically assumes that's what it's about him. So they saying, oh, this dude came from jail. He fucking, oh yeah. That's his thing.
He said, but the thing with Biggie is that once he lays down a verse, no force in the universe can make him change it. Once he says, this is my verse, and let me tell you something. They were roommates at the time. C. Gutta was living with him. He said for 2 weeks, they would not speak to each other. They'd walk past each other in the same house.
I wouldn't talk to you either if you fantasize about gay butt sex and we roommates. Like, what? How does that cross your mind? But anyway, no, again,
I think with Big, honestly, it was shock value. And listen, gay acts are shocking. And I think with Big, it was shock value.
And by the way, also one of the reasons of how I came to this conclusion too is like, again, I don't know if Diddy gay, but there seems to be, well, there's some smoke, there might be a little bit of fire, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like his sexuality, he could have never been honest about that. I think he always had to act like a playboy.
True.
And whether it was maybe it was more complicated than just saying he was homosexual, maybe he was bisexual, I don't know what he just couldn't be honest because it came from the 90s. Like people weren't trying to rock with that.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
It was happening in the rock world, though. There's people like Elton John who were openly gay.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen in hip hop.
Hip hop, no, there were no gay rappers.
Like, that would have fucking like, they would have ostracized him. They would have kicked him out.
Right.
His own
The F word was being used in a lot of songs.
His own artists wouldn't fuck with him. Like, you know what I mean? Like the music industry, like these days, when they get an artist these days, they trying to see if that guy is kind of fluid, man. Like, yo, you down to maybe do a dress later, paint your nails, rock a dress,